But also, real quick before we start, did you guys see that they are getting rid of Cartoon Network?
I saw the website went down. The company's
Yeah,
going away.
they're
Wait, what? Repeat that?
they're collecting all the stuff, and I think they're moving it all exclusively to HBO Max or whatever it's called
Wait, you
because
got
they're
me. Yeah,
shutting down Boomerang too.
I knew about Boomerang, but what else closed down? Cartoon Network, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
they
website's closing down, and I think they're
Man,
mitigating to
yeah, the
the
website just
stream
closed
site.
down.
that
I
makes me
used to
so
play that
sad.
Teen Titans game like crazy, and the
Right?
Billy and Mandy one was so good.
I
Man, the
specifically have a Billy and Mandy shirt.
oh, that's
And
so good.
then what was the other game on there that I played a lot of?
TKO. I think it was TKO, the giant robots.
No,
That one I used to play a lot. That was fun.
shoot.
Then
I looked this up the other day.
they had their RPG, their MMO.
Man, bro, I'm sad. I'm actually sad. That's about as sad. It feels almost as sad as when they took away our favorite anime channel, Toonami.
You know, he's still technically good. It's back and forth.
It's not the same.
No,
Trying to
that
think what
wasn't
else it
it.
was.
That wasn't it.
I mean, I remember the Ben 10 game. I was a huge Ben 10 nerd, so I played that constantly.
Um, Shoot, what was it? No, no, no. Already said the Teen Titan ones. Where is this one? Oh, the Coding and Kids Next Door one, the startup. We had to build a base up and everything like that. Man, I wish I wonder if somebody actually archived all of them so I can just play them.
I think there is an archive. I can't remember where it is. I can't remember what it is actually. But I'm pretty sure there is one because I've seen people play like the old game still.
I mean, they had it until the website went down, so it might have been that
Mm,
because they had the Ed Netty to the extreme Ed streams, which was a really good one too. Um, I feel like I'm missing another classic one, but I can't think off the top of my head. Oh, somebody did flashmuseum.org. Yeah.
Told ya.
Spin Stadium, that was a classic. Y'all probably too young for that Ed and Eddie game.
Uh, doubt it.
The
I'm
one where
pretty
you
sure I
play
know what
this
you're talking
was the
about.
spinning top ones, the Beyblade version.
Beyblade. Sorry, I had to. Instinctually, it just had to
Oh
happen.
yeah, no, I played this one.
He capping. He had to look it up.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna remember it unless I look at it.
You don't remember the Beyblade Ed and Eddie game off the top of your head like that?
Nope, but looking at it right now, I can remember the sounds that they made.
Oh, that's not. That's right. I don't know why I always think of Beavis and
All
Butthead. I
right.
think of the.
I
Beavis Buddy actually came back. I forget what thing they're streaming on. Paramount, maybe?
thought it was
That's likely.
Paramount.
And like looking back, I was like, I didn't like that show when I was younger, and I still don't like that show.
There was only one show I did not like as a kid, and that was SpongeBob. I did not watch SpongeBob as a kid. I thought I would lose brain cells from it, and all my friends who did watch it did lose brain cells. So,
I mean, you're not wrong, honestly. I'm
First
like,
of all, you are wrong. I've watched SpongeBob almost every day of my life.
I
and
mean,
you are a down
ooh.
bad fiend.
I'm not a down bad fiend. I just like I just like causing chaos. I'm a true anime villain.
He said, "I'm a true anime villain."
Oh, I had to close the door. Too much noise. But no, today's episode is going to be sad anime scenes or moments. Um, there's a lot of them because anime is for the feels. Um, oh, excuse me. I'm pretty sure we all have down like the universally known ones, and stuff like that. But I'm gonna have Creed started off today. What's your sad anime scene, huh?
Oh boy, wonderful. All right, so All right, so the scene I chose was the death of Lieutenant Colonel Mays Hughes. For
The universal
me,
one.
okay. For me, that is one of the scenes where it definitely, that's like one of the few scenes that actually like got something in me because not only do you have the buildup of him being like the family man and like how much everyone loves him, but then for him to be the one to discover the truth and, you know, he's doing everything he can to preserve the safety of everyone he cares about and dies in the process. And then not only that, but freaking bitch ass Envy had to sit there and turn into his wife in the last second to throw him off his game.
Had to put him in
Stupid
the
ass.
dirt.
That was dirty. That was really dirty.
Like Gucci Man said, put that nigga in the dirt.
Oh my,
Can't have him share them secrets in the
forgot all
streets.
about that, bro.
Mm-mm-mm.
Put that man in the dirt.
But yeah, that's my choice for a sad one of the sad anime moments for me.
Josh, what's your sad anime scene?
Mine is a tie between two specific anime. Um, it's the end of Darling in the Franxx and uh
Mm.
the end for Edge Runners.
Ooh, okay.
No, that's just for me personally because like it's a tie because they both kind of hit the romance part of it emotions wise, but in two very different manners. One was just of pure tragedy and sadness, and you couldn't even be happy for the person because for them, at least in Edge Runners, they just wanted to they didn't care about going to the moon anymore if it wasn't with their significant other. So they were there, but there was no happiness. And
Mm,
then the sad ending for part the sad but kind of sweet fanatical, I guess, or fanciful ending of Darling of the Franks was kind of like they got to be with each other to the very end, but they lived centuries fighting a war time and time and time again until finally it was over and they could die in peace. And so it was sweet, but at the same time, it was also very like, this sucks, bro.
hmm.
And it was just both of them pulled your heartstrings, and I couldn't really decide between the two because they both still make me cry. They both are still very difficult for me to watch. And I guaranteed I can maybe only rewatch Darling in the Franks one additional time and then I'm done for. Like I'll be too emotionally screwed over. And Edge Runners, I don't think I can watch it again. So those are my, I guess you could say, tie for two.
Mm, those are good choices.
So I guess for moi, um, I have a list of seven. Um, Definitely had way more, and then had to cut it down. Even I still couldn't cut it down more than that. I did have the May Hughes one on there, but also had the Nina scene. Because Full Metal Alchemist just does all that.
Freaking grandfather anime
Yeah,
behind
it's the
Demon
best
Slayer.
anime of all time.
Yeah, one of for sure.
No, it is the well, that and Free Run. Those are one and two. One A, one B of the greatest animes of all time.
You finna get people finna crash out on you when saying that one.
I mean, it's okay for people to be wrong as long as they know they're wrong. Those two animes objectively, even to the objective point, have the perfect storytelling and character development out of most animes. So I got the Full Metal Alchemist ones out the way. Um, so I watch a lot of slice of life stuff. So I've got some slice of life there. I got Clan After Story. Um, Probably the saddest, still to this moment, anime moment of all time. Um, so Clan After Story, the sequel series technically of Clan pretty much it's a slice of life, goofy one from the early 2000s. So it's got all the stupid tropes, but overall, it's still a good, funny story. Guy falls in love with a girl. Um, they eventually get together, but she has a sickness. They still get married, have a family, and then the wife dies. And then we go to the after story, and he's trying to raise his baby, and his daughter has the same sickness as the mother, and then she dies. So he just lost both the love of his life. And the daughter
Jesus.
dies in his hands. And she's like, oh, how does the scene go again? I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember this heartbreak and terrible moment. She goes something to sort of like they were on their way to the doctor or to the hospital or something. I can't remember exactly what it was, but she goes, "Did we make it, Daddy? Did we get on the train yet?" And the dad's just holding her as she's dying. He's like, "Yeah, we made it." And just telling you, go watch Clanhead. Go for your. That's true heartbreak right there. That's the
That's
saddest
that's
shit of
that's
all
some
time.
that's some opening of The Last of Us type of freaking heartbreak right there,
Oh,
bro.
that's
Oh my
the that's like the
gosh. Ugh.
saddest. That's probably what kept me in the slice of life actual element. This is how horrendously sad anime can actually be without having to fight or something like that. But I mean, it's like Clan had the first part itself is really goofy for the most part because it's just him in school, and then he has all these. He likes this girl, and then this other girl likes him. It's like all the like I said, it's got the early 2000 tropes of all the goofy high school romance stuff. But then when they get their serious moments, Jesus is nah, man. Like you cry when his wife dies, but when the daughter dies, nah,
You'd like
nah.
lose a part of yourself.
I literally cannot watch that anime again ever. Like it's one and done for real for anybody that's ever watched it. I don't know anybody who's ever repeated that anime.
Cynics.
That's honestly how I feel about Edge Runner sometimes. Like it's a great show, but I'm not putting myself through that pain again. I'm not putting myself through that again, bro. I just can't. It's just not gonna happen. It's great, but it's like you can go through and play The Last of Us again and
Mm.
enjoy it and appreciate how great it is, but you kind of go into it fully prepared to have to go down that hole one more time.
I don't know. I like The Last of Us a lot, but I've never felt that hate for it. Like I think the closest my version of that would be The Walking Dead season Telltale season one.
Mm.
Mm.
And you're on Clementine, you had to put the gun to Lee's face, and you're like, do I kill him or
Yeah.
not? And he's like, Clementine, you could do it. And you're just like, man, I was playing it when it was coming out, so it's been like a year building that fucking relationship up, and that sucked.
I believe it, bro. I really do.
Gosh, that hurt me. And then everything they went through, and Kenny's a dick, and like, I hate, man. Don't get me started on that game.
It's supposed to be
Um,
sad moments.
another slice of life is Your Lie in April. I don't know if you guys watched that one. Another tremendously sad slice of life. It's about a kid or a boy that used to play piano, and then he gets to can't remember is middle in the middle school or beginning of high school, and he doesn't want to play, and he meets a girl that like sparks his love for it again, and she's happy go lucky and everything. But then you find out that at home she's like being abused and everything like that, but you never know it. And then they do this like final moment scene, like the near the end of the series, you find out like what's going on at her home and the fact that she's so happy and trying to make everybody like also happy and bringing sparks and joys back to people's life. And there's a moment is the final duet is what it's been titled. I don't know if that's the actual name of the episode. I can't remember off the top of my head, but our MC he's playing at a it's not a rehearsal. What is it called when they actually do a recital? Um, and he's actually playing. He's happy. He's getting into it, and then we go. And while he's doing that, it's cutting between scenes of her and I'm not going to say what happened, but she's in the hospital, and then he's crying his eyes out because he can feel the connection to her, and then things happen, and I'm not going to say what it is because I can't bring myself to it. But that's like right there behind Clanad after Story of Sadness. But I've watched that one more than once. I still can't watch Clanad more than once.
I think
Uh, Go ahead.
I think for me, like at least in that, not in that, it's not as despairing for me, but a show for me that's kind of similar in that feels wise for me with that one, at least with that energy, would be Vivi Fluoride Eyes song.
Yeah, I was gonna put that one on, but I cut it off because, like, I don't know, maybe it's the
It's good, but it's
sci-fi
not
element
super
to it.
sad.
Yeah, I think
Like
it's the
it
sci-fi element that takes me out
feels,
of it
yeah,
more.
it feels sad, but it's a lot more beautiful than it is saddening. Being
Yeah.
honest, like it's funny because that show is like, it's a show about robots and androids, but it's one of the most human shows I've seen for sure.
Oh, for sure. I mean, a lot of those. What is this quote? A lot of the mecha Android anime are all political or social political agenda shows, so they actually have a deeper meaning,
They really do.
which is really true to be honest. I have Rengoku's death. Never had somebody build up a relationship in an hour so well done just to see it all go away and hurt my heart. Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
they did a
just
great job to freaking pull that off within an hour worth of time.
and I
Bastards.
mean doing that, and then as he's fading away, seeing his mom, just I don't know, it drove the nail in the coffin for real right there. Like just like y'all didn't literally didn't have to do that whatsoever. But nah, let's add that element of pure like nostalgic despair. Like, yeah, we're happy he's going back to his mom, but then we realize, oh wait, he's going back to his mom.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah.
then for me with that part too was also just like when they go to tell his father and brother, the father's reaction got me too because he completely changed from what you met him as. And so for him to be impacted that heavily to complete have a complete character shift was also like something that hit me too because he still cared, but he just was drunk all the time to numb himself.
Because he's a failed Hashira. And he
Yeah,
will always be
that
a failed
too.
Hashira. His son was a better Hashira than he will ever be.
Yeah.
Um, let's see, what else do I have? My last two are sort of the same. There is Haiku, the first time they lose against Oba
Aoba
Dahashi.
Jose.
Yeah, Josiah, yeah. And then coach takes him to go eat afterwards.
Well,
And he's
that
telling
was
him,
I felt that as an athlete.
athlete, bro, I'm telling you, like every
That
now and then,
scene hit hard, bro. Because you know, day well, anyone eat no victory food, bro. 'Cause we ain't get no freaking victory, dog.
it's not even that the victory food part, it's just the fact that they worked all summer to be
Yeah,
literally the worst team in the area to being so good, but it's still not good enough to even be the third best high school, I guess. The
I think
second
they
or
got like
third best.
fourth. I think they actually got fourth.
Because what's the purple team? I can't remember the Sagewire or whatever they're called.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely the first team. It's the number one team.
That's the Burgundy. It's Burgundy, not
Yeah,
the purple.
Burgundy. Isn't that who they? Yeah, that's who. Alba lost to was that team.
Yes, yeah. Whenever
So
they
they're
beat our team, they then lost, like got decimated, I believe,
yeah,
to the other team.
yeah. But no, I just that one always gets me because it's just that moment after you've worked so hard, you've done your best, you literally gave it your all, you were exhausted to the point of collapse. Everybody gave 100%. Everybody's sweating, giving it all the potential is there, all the practices, emotions, all the muscle memory, just everything's going off of instinct at this point. You're not thinking, and then just the smallest thing, and you lose by like an inch, a meter, centimeter,
Right,
whatever, and it's just you ask yourself what you could have done better or how you could have. I don't know, won the game for the team, or you put the burden on yourself, and everybody's doing that at the same time. And they're just in there sitting there quietly, listening to their coaches tell them, hey, eat up, feel your body. You guys played hard, you're exhausted, you need all this energy. And then just cut back to them and they're all crying, just sobbing. And I was like, I feel that on so many levels. It's just amazing. But sort of the same sentiment, but to a better sports anime. I'll fight to the death for this one. Is Ace of Diamond. I think it's season two, I believe. No, yeah, season two, I believe, and it's when Saito, which is a team of our main character, goes against Inashiro, and Inashiro lost to going to the in the tournament last year before they faced Saito. Saito didn't actually face them, but um, no, that's not true. I'm lying. So yes, it is season two. Saito did lose to Inashiro in season one. They lost because our main character, when he was pitching, actually set up a um he loaded up the bases because the last person he pitched to got hit by the pitch, and he gave him the yips after that, so he wasn't able to pitch and he choked at the end of the game. Very sad. But the second time around, when they're facing them, they're all better. Everybody's doing the great. Our main character literally goes to I think it's either the very last person of the eighth inning or the first guy on the ninth inning. They sub him out for his pitch reliever, and then the pitch reliever just gives up the tying run, and then he gives up the literal last hit to the ace of the other team. He gives them up a double that pretty much just runs it in, makes it so much easier, and it's just crushing because if y'all haven't watched Ace of Diamond, just know our team never wins. It's just hopeless. Just watch them lose the most important games over and over. They'll win some good games, they'll win some battles, but when it comes to important games, they fucking lose. And it's such a horrible anime to watch, but I love it so much. I hate that they never win the big one, which I said I'm almost done with the manga because I was like, I'm tired of waiting for the show to come back. If it is coming back, they actually haven't said. But with how anime is doing movies for final seasons, they may do that. So I don't know if they actually win the national once or not. But there's just so much like our main character is so bad. He has so much potential, but he has no control of his pitches, and he only knows how to throw a fastball. He literally learns how to develop and control his pitches. He learns how to do a changeup and a slider. Um, Goes from being technically number 18 on the team to being number 1 on the team. He's doing everything great. He's in the zone. He's focused. He's not doing no errors. He's making great plays. If there's a fielder, when he goes to field, he's actually doing good and everything. And then they take him out of the game and they lose the game, and it's hopeless because he had no control of how the game was. And I feel that more than anything because that's the worst kind of feeling when you're taken out. When you're doing great, you won the game pretty much, and then the game just gets out of your hand and it's not, and you can't control it. I hate that feeling more. I'd rather do what Haiku did, where I'd rather give up everything and be on the field, on the court, and lose than be taken out of the game and lose. Because that's the worst feeling ever in sports. Because you can't do anything about it, and it's not your fault, but you did everything you could to make sure you could win.
Speaking from the heart on that one, damn.
Oh, it gets me, man, every time. It gets me every time. Like I've rewatched the anime so many times, and it still makes me cry at that moment when I just see the pitch just go right over, and they run the bases, and it's like, oh, Hinashiro, the ace of Hinashiro hits it. They've won the game, and I'm like, this is bullshit. They should have won this game. I don't think in the whole anime series, I don't think they ever beat them, ever. They face them. They're in the same region, so they face them every year that they go to a tournament. Well, they do the spring tournament and the fall tournament, and they faced them, I think, so far 4 times. And it's crazy because they get so much better every single time. All of them do every time. And now they're in series 4, and they still have yet to fucking beat them. And I'm tired of this. I've been watching this anime for 12 years now. Let me fucking win a game. Like, it's horrible. Can't go to nationals. Well, they go to nationals, but they can't win nationals, and that bugs me more than anything. Like, just let them win.
I got loyalty inside my DNA. I got loyalty inside my DNA. I got loyalty, got war and peace inside my DNA. Inside my DNA. 死んだ天性